Hey Caitlin, Christian, there is something called inherited legacy. I know you're probably young, you don't understand this, but you will when you get older. You will understand this and it will make a lot of sense as you go through the different phases of life. Inherited legacy is something that is passed down from generation to generation. For example, your great grandparents were very wealthy. They passed down a lot of real estate to your grandmother, which is my mom, and and my mom, your grandmother, passed that down to us, your mom and me. So that's been in our family generation, passed down, inherited it for 3 generations, and it will be yours once you get old enough and you can handle it. If you don't squander it away and do stupid shit, piss it away, and mismanage things. So same thing happens with bad habits or bad upbringings or bad attitudes or trauma or pain, unforgiveness, cycles of abuse, cycles of anger, different things like that can be passed down as well. It's a product of your environment, and it's oftentimes when we're young kids that we have this and we learn this through seeing it and being passed down to us, and then we go out through our adult lives and we have the same cycles, just like the same real estate that gets passed down 3 generations. We have the same real estate, and sometimes those are good, sometimes those are bad, and oftentimes there's a lot of bad things that get passed down from generation to generation. For example, for me, my dad smoked cigarettes, your grandfather. When I was in 5th grade, I stole one of his cigarettes, and I like to chew tobacco. And I was with my friends, and one of my friends was like, "Hey, why don't we just light it up and smoke it?" I was like, "Okay." And that started that habit of smoking cigarettes. And I smoked cigarettes for shit till I was 27, 28 years old. And I started full-fledged smoking cigarettes when I was 13. So that was passed down. That was a really bad thing that happened, and it's something that had a grip and a hold of my life for a very, very long time. And another thing that was passed down from me was fear. Fear was passed down from your grandmother and her upbringing. She grew up with a lot of fear because of a lot of really, really bad things that happened. I won't get into that. It's a whole nother video in itself. But that has been passed down to me too. And I just want to let you know that inherited legacy doesn't have to be yours. You can be the one to change it. You can be the one to set a new standard. You can be the one to get better. But you have to face it. You have to go through it. You can't make excuses for it. And you have to get help for it. And it takes a lot of internal work. A lot of internal work. A lot of shutting the world out and digging into yourself to really discover what you want your life to mean and feel like. Not what do you want to be, but what you want it to mean and feel like. Because you can be anything in the world, but if you feel like crap, it doesn't matter. You can do anything you want in the world, but if you feel like crap, it does not matter. There's so many empty shell people walking around because they're so hurting and pain and anger and just mentally ill. And I'm just here to just let you know that you don't have to be mentally ill. You don't have to be filled with anger. You don't have to walk around with fears or shame or regret or anything. You don't have to have addictions like how I had. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, right? And I'm not fearful anymore. Yeah, there's fear that I have to face throughout my life, but fear does not have a hold of me. It's not holding me back. I meet fear at the door and I code through it and I conquer it. So I just want to let you know that inherited legacy doesn't have to be inherited. Not all of it has to be inherited, and you don't have to pass that down. You can be a better person. Okay, and I just want to share that with you through my life and what I've learned, and how some of that internal work that you have to do, what I've learned is that it's really difficult, and you're going to have to say no, and you're going to have to march to your own drumbeat. You're going to have to forge your own path, and you're going to have to break the cycles that people try to hold you in so that they can manipulate you and control you, because they themselves can't get free. So if they can't get free, they don't want anybody else to get free, because if you get free, then they don't have anybody else to torment. They got to find somebody brand new. Okay, so I just want to let you know that I want to let you know that, and I want you to be able to navigate this world long after we're gone. That you can set a new standard. You can create a whole brand new life for yourself, even if some of your upbringing is not the best. And I'm saying that because not everybody's upbringing is perfect. Everybody has problems. Okay? Every single body has problems, and anybody who says they don't have problems and everything is okay, they are lying. They are straight up lying, and they're faking it. And that's the last thing I want to let you know, is that the people who you think that don't have problems, they have problems. They just know how to hide their shit better than you hiding your shit and everybody else hiding their shit. Okay, and I'm sure you know that already, but I want to remind you that as you get older and as you go through life and you start being more and more aware of the world and the surroundings around you, that to never lose sight of who you are and what makes you feel like you. You don't have to try to be like somebody else, fit in with anybody else, do everything right so people like you. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to be you. Be the best you that you can be, and the right people will like you. The right people will love you. You will never be alone. You will be like a magnet that will attract so much great things around you, because you know why? Because you will be the person from the inside out, and people will want to be around you, just like how they want to be around me all the time, because I'm so freaking amazing. you know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, I love you guys. I just want to shoot these messages out, pump them out so you have something to navigate life through. Know that your grandmother and your grandfather and me are always thinking about you. We love you so much. We miss you so much. And not a day, not a weekend that goes by that I don't say, this is the weekend that I'm going to see you. This is the weekend that your mom is going to bring you over. This is the weekend. I know it is. I know it's going to happen. And I've been doing that, I don't know, I lost count. So many weekends. But I'm not losing hope. And I'm not letting go, because I love you guys and I'm always here for you guys. Live free, live amazingly. Woo! Woo!